You're watching live from the Tommy TV studio, THS Basketball. Thank you for watching. Only on Tommy TV.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Taylorville player Addison Tarr is quickly rising as one of the team's top players, leading the team with 15.7 points per game as only a sophomore, is making her a rising star in the Apollo Conference. We got a chance to sit down with Addison and discuss her thoughts on her basketball career from the past, present, and future.
So Addison, you're a sophomore now and you make the game look easy out there. When did you first start playing basketball?
I first started playing basketball when I was about 5 or 6, but I started like a legit program probably. I did the YMCA stuff, so probably around, probably 7 or 8 is when I started a legit program.
Whenever you first started playing, did you instantly fall in love with it?
Taylorville to go in there, they really made a statement that said, look, we're here and we're going to be here for a while. And for a girls team that just 2-3 years ago was really looking for wins, that is a huge statement for this team and for Coach Hayden Eldred.
The Tornadoes, they're looking pretty good. They've won 6 of their last 7 games. Their last Apollo Conference loss to Lincoln really signaled the righting of the ship for Taylorville, and they haven't looked back entering today's game 13-4, good for second in the Apollo Conference to guess who? Lincoln, as the Taylorville Tornadoes will take on Effingham later in the month. In fact, not too far from now, 1 week from tonight. First, they got to take on, of course, Williamsville, then Glenwood as they make their way here for the shootout Saturday, right? And then
yes.
Tuesday, back to Apollo Conference basketball as the Tornadoes will host Effingham Tuesday the 10th, and then Friday for Charleston on the road.
And for Taylorville, everything's really clicking, and it all starts up front. Their players, number 23, Addison Tarr, and of course, number 24, Kylie Heimsness, really control this game. And for Addison Tarr, I mean, this has been really a statement year for her. She's been absolutely fantastic of being able to do pretty much what she wants to with the basketball out there. The team lives and breathes off of what Addison does. When she plays well, the team generally plays well. And when she doesn't, which hasn't happened too often this year, then they haven't had as much success. And they're going to really lean on her, Maisie Fleming, and Kylie Himes tonight as they look to take on the Bullets.
Lots more weapons to discuss. First, let's take a look at that Bullet schedule. They are 6-8. They have not begun their conference action according to Max Preps. The Williamsville Bullets, common opponents, lost big time in tournament action to Mattoon, 62-11. Fell to Lincoln 63-13 in that same tournament on the same day. That's a tough matchup. A couple of Apollo Conference girls basketball teams. And they have wins against the Antic, Pawnee, Litchfield, Okaw Valley, and of course Carlinville to kick off their season. And coming off a 40-22 Lincolnwood win out of Raymond. So Williamsville run only 6 players out to warm up on the floor as their JV players went back into the locker room and regrouped, and now they're starting to warm up with the rest of the Williamsville varsity squad. But Leroy, what did you notice just observing these Bullets on the floor over the last few minutes?
They just don't have the height, and that's going to be a big problem today if they want to shut down Maisie Fleming and Addison. You know, you get tall forwards, or tall guards up, and tall forwards. When you have tall forwards up front, it really makes it a problem for driving lanes and for being able to get into the paint. And with their size, that might be an issue. I imagine that they're probably going to be trying to go from the 3 and try to shoot from the 3 because I imagine that Taylor will be able to shut down some of those lanes. On paper, it doesn't look as promising, and for Taylorville, it looks really good, right? If you're a Taylorville Tornado, you gotta like this matchup. But man, it's something to look at when they were preparing and getting ready. They remind me of they're just a little bit smaller.
Let's pause a moment as the Taylorville Tornado cheer team performs their courtly tradition here on WTIM. You're listening to Taylorville girls basketball as they take on Williamsville. WTIM, your information station.
Big news! Nykus floor covering has moved into the Marsango Plaza. Hi, this is Blake Richardson, the owner of Nykus, inviting you to stop in and see the new spacious showroom and several new products and brands to choose from. Whether you are looking for a certain style of carpet, hardwood, laminate, waterproof, luxury vinyl plank, or tile, we have you covered. So stop by Nykus floor covering in the Marsango Plaza in Taylorville. We can't wait to see you.
Huge investment. Probably the biggest of your life. Huge decision. Who's my realtor? Easy answer. Kirby Real Estate. Joe and his agents have been living, eating, and breathing this stuff for years. Kirby knows how important this process is to you. That's why your research combined with Kirby's knowledge, energy, and effort make a powerful partnership.
Taylorville player Addison Tarr is quickly rising as one of the team's top players. Leading the team with 15.7 points per game as only a sophomore is making her a rising star in the Apollo Conference. We got a chance to sit down with Addison and discuss her thoughts on her basketball career from the past, present, and future.
So Addison, you're a sophomore now and you make the game look easy out there. When did you first start playing basketball?
I first started playing basketball when I was about 5 or 6, but I started like a legit program probably. I did YMCA stuff, so probably around, probably 7 or 8 is when I started like a legit program.
Whenever you first started playing, did you instantly fall in love with it, or did you not like it at first, or how was that initial experience?
At first, I was kind of goofy and didn't really know if I liked it or not, but then as I kept playing, I really just fell in love with it.
So you, Maisie, and Kylie are 3 sophomores, and you're all starting on the varsity team. How does it feel? Because I know you've been playing with them for a while now.
I think it's a really great experience for all of us. We've played together for so long and have such a great chemistry, and I think it'll only make us better for the next level.
Did you have any expectations this year before the season started about how this team would do?
I did win it. Well, last year we ended like 500, so we won half our games, we lost half our games. This year I wanted to shoot for at least 75% of them won, and I think we're on a really great track right now, and I even want to shoot for maybe a sectional run or a super sectional run.
Are there any schools that you see on your calendar and think, man, I'm excited to play them? Any rivalries?
Definitely Lincoln again. We did lose by about 19, but we're their closest matchup so far. They've blown out every other team by 40-plus points. So I do think, like, when we play them again, we know what to expect. And the Highland tournament, there's going to be a lot of tough teams there.
Do you see yourself playing in the college level?
Yeah, for sure.
Has there been any schools in particular you've thought of or anywhere that you want to maybe see yourself?
So through AAU, I've kind of had, I have about 5 or 6 right now that have reached out to me, and I've taken looks at all of them, and I'm super thankful. Haven't had an official offer yet, but I have considered a lot of those schools, and I'm going to continue to wait and see what else I get through AAU this summer as well.
New Year's Eve was a few days ago. Who were you looking forward to celebrate with the most when it hit midnight?
Definitely just my family. We're a busy family with sports and school, and I have other siblings too, so it's just it's rare to see us all together, just having bonding time, family time. So it was nice to just kind of be with my family and some of my friends.
All right, well, thank you for
Thank
the time.
you.
And yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your season.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I just said you too.
Series of hiring events for multiple departments. Come learn about our available positions, as well as some of the biggest hiring incentives we've ever offered, like limited time hiring bonuses for RNs and PCTs. Virtual sessions are available, but hurry, space is limited. Register now at jobs.memorial.health/events. Memorial is an equal opportunity employer.
When it comes to financial planning, trust, estate, and investment services for you and your family, CNB's Wealth Management Group is here for you. We assist families in building their financial legacy. Find out more by clicking our icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com or visit CNBIL.com to make an appointment with me, Vic Henson, or Mike Ozer. CNB Bank and Trust, helping to open doors since 1854.
Trust and Wealth Management Services, not a deposit, not a financial insured, not insured by any federal government agency, not guaranteed by the bank, single account value.
Welcome back inside Dahl Staley Court as we're ready for Williamsville Bullets taking on your Taylorville Tornadoes at 13-4. The Lady Tornadoes having a successful season as the national anthem right around the corner. So this is a terrible time to try and go over keys to the game. So let's just go right into another timeout. And then we'll have the keys to the game and the starting lineups for the Taylorville Tornadoes hosting the Williamsville Bullets here on WTIM, your information station.
Hi.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on standing court here at Taylorville High School for tonight's basketball contest between the Williamsville Bullets and your Taylorville Lady Tornadoes. At this time, would you please rise, gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the visitors, the Bullets of Williamsville High School. At one forward, a senior, number 33, Reagan Miller. At the other forward, a junior, number 22, Elise Olasov. At a guard, a sophomore, number 23, Brittany Walters. At guard, a senior, number 5, Allie Henriksen. And at guard, a junior, number 2, Naomi Roberts. The Bullets are coached by B.J. Halford. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Taylorville Lady Tornadoes. At one forward, a 5'11" sophomore, number 23, Addison Tarr. At the other forward, a 6'4" sophomore, number 32, Maisie Fleming. At a guard, a 5'8" sophomore, number 24, Kylie Heinznes. At a guard, a 5'8" junior, number 14, Lulu Woodward. And at guard, a 5'4" junior, number 2, Aubrey Kitzman. The Lady Tornadoes are coached by Hayden Eldred, assisted by Kevin Kitzman and Tad McCullough. Officials for this contest are Alex Carey, Randy Thacker, and Dan Horn.
Pushed back and made it a game, but ultimately Taylorville JV came up strong and won.
The Tornadoes in their home whites, purple lettering trimmed in gold and purple down the sides. The Bullets in their road purples with gold lettering outlined in black and gold along the shorts and the tank top. Maisie Fleming matches up with Walters, and Fleming wins the tip. Taylorville left to right. Here's Heinzes to the top of the arc. Off the Tar to Kitzman, right wing to Woodward in the corner. Skips back to Kitzman. Kitzman flings it to the left wing to Tar. Leather in both palms to Heinzes. Three-pointer, top of the key, left iron. Fleming grabs the miss to Tar on the left elbow to the top of the key. Once more time for Fleming. For Kylie Heinzes on the pass to assist. Fleming to Tar with the assist. And it's 3-0 Taylorville.
Himes just really made the most of that second chance. Now Woodward rips the ball away.
And it's call that a
10-second violation,
there you
my
go.
friend. Taylorville being ultra aggressive here early, which is what you want to see when you're playing a team that you don't normally see.
Left wing, Heinzes into the corner. Kitzman triggers the three. Little long for Kitzman. And batted into the hands of Williamsville. Heinzes deflects the long pass at midcourt, dribbling into the corner. Roberts scoops it up. Dishes off to the top of the perimeter to Walters. She finds Hendrickson, left wing. To the top of the key to Roberts. To the right side. Walters dribbles toward the corner. High pass to Roberts. Retrieved by Hendrickson. Kitzman hip to hip with Hendrickson, working around a screen. Dribbles it off to the far sideline. Down low, and it's in between her intended target. Kitzman scoops it up. She gets the steal. Here comes Tar. Left to right along the near sideline. She dribbles to the top of the key. Pump fakes a three. Off to the left wing to Heinznes. She glides to the top of the perimeter. Two-handed pass. Floats it to Woodward. Pump fakes down low. Back off to Tar. Left wing. Pump fakes into the corner. Now back to Heinznes. To Tar. Left wing three. She fires. Way too much on it. And it's picked up by Williamsville. Batted out by Woodward. And a timeout. 30-second timeout. He'll keep it right here. 6:09 to go. 3-0 Taylorville on top off the three-pointer from Kylie Heinznes. Your observations, Leroy.
Taylorville's been the much more aggressive team here early, and while it doesn't show that much on the scoreboard because Taylorville's not really hitting, they've been all over this Williamsville team. They've been just absolutely just hounding them. Everywhere the ball is, they're right there. Aston Tar's already had nearly 2 steals already, and we're only 2 minutes into the game. So for this Taylorville team being aggressive early, when you play a non-conference team, sometimes you kind of question it, especially when you're playing a team that you kind of feel like you take the foot off the gas a little bit on. Not for Taylorville. They're playing strong here early.
6:09 to go, first quarter, 3-0 Bullets. looking for their first bucket. In transition, they break the defense of Taylorville along the baseline over the top of Fleming. The shot won't fall for Olasov.
Taylorville on the attack again.
Tar, hop step through off to Kitzman to Woodward, put on the line for 2, and she drills it from 19.
Olivia Woodward right in front of the three-point line, but it doesn't matter as that one falls easily.
In transition, around Fleming and to the right baseline, shot won't fall for Miller. Fleming grabs the board.
Now the turnover.
In transition, Heimsness finds Kitzman, spins to her left and travels. Looking for Maisie Fleming in the low post, picked up the pivot foot.
Just decided to just move her whole body around as she came around that corner, and referee was right there to pick it up.
Kitzman with the deflection and the steal, and the half-court press triggers a deep 2 from 18, left side, and it's off the front iron. Scooped up, here comes Williamsville.
Taylorville pressing really strong here early.
Double team forces the pass to Roberts, dribbles left baseline, teardrop shot, falls. And Roberts on the board for Williamsville. It's 5-2, Taylorville. Their lead cut to 3, 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Heimsness floats down low to Kitzman off to the left elbow. Lulu triggers a 2. Short. Tar with the rebound, and she puts it back.
Taylorville's shots have not been falling, and that's kind of a blessing for Williamsville because Taylorville's definitely outplaying them.
Tar steals it away on the errant pass from Hendrickson, and Tar with a scoop and score. It's 9-2, 4.5 to go in the first quarter. Right baseline shot, Miller, short, Fleming grabs the rebound, scoops it back into the hands of Hendrickson at the free throw line. She dribbles right center, off the backboard. Kitzman picks up the rebound. She's tripped up, coughs it up, hands off to Alisov R3 along the left wing. This time Lulu scoops it up. Long pass in transition to Heimsness, who finds Tar left wing up and won't fall off the backboard. And slowing it down, Williamsville breaks the timeline along the far sideline against Tar. Walters, step back 3, too long. Fleming pokes it out. It'll stay with Williamsville. 3:53 to go in the first quarter.
It was basically a 5-on-4. Kitzman lost her shoe in that whole thing. She wanted a foul call. Now she finally gets her timeout for the ref so that she can actually fix her shoe. But for a while there, it was 5-on-4 as Kitzman just didn't have, she got taken out when she was trying to steal the ball away and is just now recovering.
9-2, Taylorville with a 7-point lead. Williamsville inbounding along their own baseline to the right of the bucket. Walters, pass, intercepted. Woodward to Fleming, who finds Heimsness, top of the key. Pushes a pass to the right wing to Woodward, down low for Fleming, over the top of her defender, and it's too high off the window. Here comes Williamsville. 3:33 to go in this first quarter. Through 2 defenders, including Fleming. Walters, floater, too short. Heimsness scoops it up off the floor. Long pass for Fleming. Shot up and in. Angled right. Fleming puts her name on this game. It's 11-2 with 3:18 to go and a Williamsville timeout.
And while Taylorville is on a 6-point run right now, an 11-2 run total, they've kind of been pressing a little bit. We'll have to see if they can adjust here a little bit as the game goes on.
After this timeout, it's 11-2, 3:18 to go in the first quarter. You're listening to Taylorville Girls Basketball here on WTIM, your information station.
This is Jennifer Franken's daughter, Isabella. My mom's with the Kathy Garsh sales team at the Real Estate Group in Taylorville.
I'm Ellie Keel, Brian's daughter.
And I'm Ava, Ashley's daughter. Our parents work together to help you buy or sell your home in Christian County.
I know my mom and her team have lots of experience in the real estate industry.
And they have a cool-looking office right on the square in Taylorville.
Come see my mom, Brian, or Jennifer at the Kathy Garsh sales team. They're trusted, dedicated, and connected.
It's the first in the Taylorville automotive market. With your purchase of a new or pre-owned vehicle at Landmark at Taylorville, you will get at no extra charge our Landmark of a lifetime powertrain warranty. General Sales Manager Bill Pinkston here to thank you for your business in 2022. And for our way of saying thanks is to offer you a lifetime powertrain warranty on our new and pre-owned vehicles we sell. You will have peace of mind when you buy from Landmark for a lifetime. Come by and see my friendly staff for specific details. And remember, you always do better at Landmark.
Still 3:15 to go in the opening quarter, 11-2. Taylorville defending the lead. Here comes Williamsville.
Right on time.
Off to the right elbow. Miller. Pass up top. Walters slings to the left corner. Henriksen down low. Shot up for Walters. She's bumped on the way up and heads to the line for 2.
First foul comes, I can't do backwards math, 6:02 in the first quarter.
Leah Champley tagged with the initial foul.
Her first, team first. Everybody's first.
3 to go in the first quarter, and the opening shot of this free throw trip falls for Walters. First free throws of the game.
And a welcome relief for Williamsville, who's really hurting for points right now.
Short on the free throw. Walters scoops it into the hands of Nicola, the senior, checking in for the first time. Dishes off to the right wing to Tar. Back to Nicola. Skips to Tar in the corner. Double teamed in the zone, passing out to Himes' left wing. Dribbles once, pivots with her left foot, finds Lulu. Lulu to the right wing to Woodward. To Himes' top of the key. Off to the right corner. Jab step right. Tar drives left. Shot up. She travels.
Yeah, they're going to get her on the travel on there. Might have been a little bit, but understand where the call came from. Also, McCullough's on the floor. She is a senior. Don't take anything away from her just because she's not a starter. If she can shoot the 3.
The pickup, the hop step, and then another step. Yeah, it's as close to travel as you'll ever get. Poked out of bounds on the other end. Williamsville right to left, and they'll maintain possession. 2:22 to go in the opening quarter.
How are you handling these purple on purple matchups there, Avery?
It's not as easy as it may seem. Right corner, 3. Olasov, good. I beg your pardon, that shot from is Noonan.
Delaney, yeah.
Delaney Noonan, the senior guard.
A 6-0 run now here for the Bullets.
2 minutes to go in the opening quarter. 11-6 the score. Pass deflected. Loose on the ground. Who comes away with it? Champley fighting for it. Williamsville collects the rock.
Going the other way now.
Right to left. Henriksen to the left wing. Finds Walters. Dribbles 2 times. Pass off to the left corner to Henriksen. Dribbles the baseline. Pass skipped off the foot of Olivia McCullough as Woodward and Himes check out, and Kitzman and Fleming return for the Taylorville Tornadoes.
Well, the Bullets not going away. They're trying to keep it close.
95 seconds to go. Floating it into the paint. They find an open Walters. She's working around the right side. Bumped. And is it on the shot? It looks like it is. It sends Williamsville to the line for the second time. No, they're going to say.
Nope.
All right.
Not allowed. So it's on the floor.
1:30 to go in the first quarter. Into the left corner. And that pass right through the wickets of Miller, and Fleming takes it away. In transition, Kitzman left wing. The top of the key, Jesse Wright. First look at her today. Kitzman receives the pass from Wright. Triggers the 3, won't go. Tar collects the miss. Her shot won't go. Bats it back into her palms. Batted out of bounds, and it'll stay with Taylorville. 1:11 to go in the first quarter. 11-6. Taylorville on top, trying to extend their margin.
A 4-0 run here for the Bullets, but Taylorville not sweating it yet.
Wright inbounds to the right of the bucket along the baseline. Finds Kitzman outside left wing. Tar off the front iron. Fleming collects the rebound, can't put it back. Kitzman grabs that miss, and she's tripped up along the baseline, grabbing her right eye.
Boy, she's been getting beat up all game long. We're only in the first quarter.
1:02 to go in the first quarter. And Kitzman has to check out momentarily. Looks like she lost the contact.
Contact, yeah.
So Heimsness checks in.
They're try
Good to see it's only a contact.
They're going to try to get her all fixed up. But, yeah, losing a contact. You see that at the NBA level where guys lose their contacts. They're going to take her out back so that they can fix that for her. You got to be able to see, right?
McCullough to Tar, left elbow, dribbling through traffic. The shot up off the window won't go. Tar lets her own miss and pokes it out of bounds.
Hard try for Tar. That shot usually falls for her. She really worked for that basket.
55 to go in the opening quarter. 11-6. Tornadoes on top of the Williamsville Bullets. Tar at midcourt, forcing the jump ball on the pass to Walters. Possession arrow stays with Williamsville. 48 to go in this first quarter. 11-6 the score. Taylorville defending the lead. Hendrickson left wing. Right, guarding. Passing to the corner. Three-pointer won't go. The rebound attempt. Hendrickson, her shot. She's fouled on the miss. And no, it's a foul against...
It's a foul against the Bullets, yeah. So the Bullets pushed out of the way. That's a foul on Reagan Miller, her second, team second, as she was pushing to get position under the basket.
30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Taylorville has an opportunity to take the last shot, or Jessie Wright could just take a three, and she rattles it in and out. You know what? She was wide open. Why not shoot your shot, shooter?
Absolutely.
20 seconds left in the first quarter.
I'm not even upset about that. She was wide open, and Jessie can shoot threes. We've seen it.
Shoot your shot all day. 10 seconds to go. Williamsville off to the right wing. To the left side. Hendrickson skips it into the corner. Down low. Hendrickson. And the ball poked out of bounds by Tar. 4 seconds to go. Bullets will inbound.
Mia Root will check in now for the Bullets.
To Root. She receives. One dribble. Skips down low. Fleming deflects the pass inside. Roberts shot up along the left baseline. Around the left side of Fleming and up and in at the buzzer to end this first quarter. 11-8 your first quarter score. Heading into the second quarter, Taylorville Tornadoes leading Williamsville here on WTIM, your information station.
A healthy...
foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Pausing 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Taylorville Girls Basketball.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W241 CF Taylorville, 107.5 W298 CD Shelbyville, 107.9 W300 EH Payne and Nokomis.
Aubrey Kitzman in the left corner from downtown, and she puts the Taylorville Tornadoes up 14-8, and on the other end, the Williamsville turnover. So 14-8, and Taylorville with a chance to extend that margin to kick off the second quarter. I'm Avery Cooper alongside Leroy Clamola.
That stopped a 5-0 run from the Bullets.
Heimsness to Woodward, down low. Champley dribbles once, angled right, shot off the window, and in.
Way to go. Champley with a good look, but great shot from her. Waiting to see some of these Taylor players start hitting some of these shots.
Shooting down in that first quarter. Starting off pretty hot here as Champley intercepts the pass. Intended for Noonan, and Champley can't go coast to coast. Kitzman collects the miss. In stride, the pass to Tar can't go. Batted into the hands of Williamsville, and Woodward, the possession arrow, heads to Williamsville with 7:02 to go in the first half.
Kitzman actually tried passing it to Heimsness, and Addison Tar intercepted on her way in. Grabbed it, took a shot, but the shot was just a little bit short. Great awareness from Addison Tar on that one.
Walters out there with Hendrickson, Noonan, Roberts, and Mia Root. Walters left wing. Heimsness almost steals it away from Walters. Now the pass into the left corner for Roberts, tied up, and the possession arrow back to Taylorville on the jump ball. 6:48 to go in the first half.
Very scrappy game so far here early, Avery.
Just 2 fouls each. Woodward into the left wing. Pump fakes a pass down low. Up to the left corner. No, she's drives to the free throw line, passes off to the right wing. Tar double teamed. Diverts off to Heinznes. She glides to the top of the key. Two-handed pass to Kitzman. Into the low post to Tar. Double team, triple team now. Tar shoulders her way through, up and in anyway with the right-handed scoop.
No idea how she made that one, man. I tell you what, she just was able to will that ball into the hoop. Great awareness and great shot.
6:10 to go in the second quarter. And Leah Champley steal.
Again.
Working against her defender, and the shot up and in over Mia Root. And it's 20-8. Second bucket for Champley.
That time Champley wouldn't be denied.
5:52 to go. Into the right side of the key. 16-foot rainbow shot straight in for Mia Root. Her first bucket of the game for the freshman. And it's 20-10.
First points of the quarter for the Bullets.
Woodward floats down low to Tar. Triple teamed again. Diverts to Champley, left side of the baseline. Now back outside to Heinzes, who sets her three-pointer and rattles it in. 23-10, 5:25 to go in the first half.
Great shot for Kylie Heinzes. Found a little bit of room, and that shot fell. Halo's been shooting a lot. It just wasn't falling in the first quarter. They're starting to fall now here in the second.
Second three-pointer for Heinznes. She's 50% from the field. That three for Williamsville, way too long from the right wing. Woodward scoops it up, finds Kitzman in the corner. Dribbles once to the top of the key. Heinzes delivers another three. It's too long. Picked up off the rebound. Henriksen racing up the near sideline. Waiting. Here's Heinzes over the top. Henriksen's shot can't find the bottom of the net. And now Tar picks up the rebound, finds Heinzes. Long pass for Champley, a little too long, in fact, and it's a turnover. 4:48 to go in the first half. 23-10, Taylorville on top of Williamsville.
Well, Kylie had the right idea. She just launched that ball. Leah Champley had fallen over as she tried to get it, and she slipped, so she was already hanging back. And that pass was just airmailed all the way over to the right side. By the time Leah was able to corral it, it was way too late.
4:45 to go in the second quarter, 23-10. Hard screen set on Lulu. She stays hip to hip with her offensive assignment. Walters, her shot won't go, collects her own miss, and then she's bumped.
She blocked it the first time. I think they're going to get her here on this second one. Let's see what they call it. Absolutely, they called it on Woodward. She got it on the first try, but did not.
All ball first?
Yeah, and did not get all ball the second time. That's going to be her first foul, team third.
First free throw falls for Walters. This is her second trip to the line. She is 2 for 3 at the moment. Looking for 3 for 4. Shot, 100%. And she's got 3 points on 4 attempts at the charity stripe. 23-12, 4.5 to go in the second quarter.
Right side.
Kitzman into the corner, back off to Lulu, right wing, left baseline. Champley, up and in, rounding around her defenders like a figure 8 top. And she has a lead up to 25-12 halfway through the second quarter. Another steal, Heinzes all alone, the right hand up and can't dance in. She grabs her own miss, lets it go from 8 feet away, right side, rattles it off the back iron. She can't believe it.
She's gonna do like 30 layups when she gets done with the game today.
Termine dribbling the middle of the lane, the shot off the mark. Termine collects the miss, but out of bounds.
Fleming actually blocked that shot.
3:44 to go in the second quarter. McCullough ready to inbound as Heinzes takes a bit of a breather, and the 5'7" junior Hallie Lois enters the game for the first time. She brings it up the floor, crossing the timeline left to right. Lois to Tar, right wing, dribbles to the elbow. Now the pass behind McCullough, scrapping for it. 2 Williamsville Bullets, and a jump ball as the Bullets take over the Rock with 3:30 to go in the second quarter.
Not a bad second quarter here. Leah Champley leading everybody with 6 points here so far in the second quarter.
3:25 to go in the half, 25-12. Tornadoes on top of Williamsville. Champley guarding Termine, who passes it to midcourt. McCullough deflects it across the timeline. And Williamsville maintains possession. Into the right lane, Henriksen collects a pass, dishes it back outside. Three-pointer Walters high off the back window. Fleming collects the miss, finds Champley, who tries to find Tar, but it's poked out of bounds by Walters in transition. And Taylorville maintains possession with under 3 to go in the first half.
Much better awareness here in this second quarter as far as being able to know where you are on the court and be able to move along with where the ball is.
25-12, under 3 to go. At midcourt, Lois playing crossover, falls to the floor to collect the dribble. Over to Tar, finds McCullough, back out to Tar. Receives a McCullough screen, fires a deep three, and it's a bit short. Fleming tries to put it back over the top of her offensive assignment, and it's poked into the hands of Williamsville. 2.5 to go in the second quarter. Dribbles left corner, takes the shot, Williamsville. Henriksen, and a hold. Couldn't see whether that came on the screen on the hold or on the ball. Either way, it's Williamsville ball with 2:22 to go in the second quarter.
And I think Avery was on the screen, to be honest with you, given how it was McCullough who picked up her first.
25-12, floats it into the left elbow, back outside left corner three. Henriksen, and it's blocked. Tar with her paws all over it. Now 3 Williamsville bullets there to take it away from her. To Termine around Tar. She finds a dashing Walters, puts the shot up and in, count it, and 1. And she heads the line for one more.
Well, I think Tar was frustrated there that she had her pocket. Like, you don't see that too often. Tar usually pretty responsible with the basketball, but she got beat, and then she came down hard, and will pick up her first foul of the game.
2:10 to go in this first half. Rainbowed in for Walters. 2:10 to go in the second quarter. 25-15. Taylorville in charge in the second quarter. McCullough receives a Champley screen, still on the perimeter. She travels to the top of the key to Kitzman. Floating pass over the top of Fleming. Minute 52 to go in the second quarter. Here comes Williamsville off the turnover from Kitzman. And Champley denying Termine at the net.
Champley with a big block there. What a move on that. She just came down and got a good hand all ball.
No question on that. Champley again deflects it out of bounds.
She's having herself a good quarter.
The deflection may not show up on the stat sheet like the block, but still fun to watch. Left wing Henriksen into the baseline. The shot won't fall for Walters. And it's off the mark. Fleming grabs the miss. And a long pass to McCullough in transition, working against Miller, and the shot angled right falls. 90 seconds to go in the first half. 27-15 Taylorville.
Good non-call on that one. She kind of got blocked a little bit. You might have been able to make a case for a foul, but good non-call on that one.
First bucket of the game for McCullough. Senior on the board. 75 seconds to go. Miller driving right against Tar. Won't fall. Great defense from Tar. Fleming grabs the miss. Finding a in transition on the floor foul. Leah Champley draws it. Taylorville inbounds one more time.
Boy, the transition game here in the second quarter has been phenomenal as Champley gets a good cheer from the crowd as she steps out for a few minutes.
On the ball. Himses to McCullough, left wing, outside Tar. Shot too long. Collected by Williamsville. A minute to go in the first half. And poked out of bounds. So it'll stay with Williamsville with just under 58 to go in the second quarter.
Himes just knocked that one out. Looked over at the ref for a little bit of approval, did not get it.
27-15. Williamsville. It's Termine working against Heimsness, who finds Dasher driving the lane. Walters over the top of Fleming, and Fleming looked like she's going to collect the whistle.
She was clean on the first one, and again, not clean on the second one.
Well, it's her first. Not too much foul trouble to speak of for the Tornadoes.
Relatively quiet first half, considering how scrappy the game has been.
Walters bends her knees and does not hit the iron on the free throw. Substitution as Roberts, the junior, checks into the game for Allie Hendrickson.
The next foul will put the Bullets in the bonus if we get to that point.
42 seconds to go in the second. Shot falls. Walters having a good game at the line.
Fourth free throw.
Off to the right corner, Kitzman three. Short. Fleming reaches over her defender. Grabs the rebound, finds Tar along the left elbow, and Tar can't find the bucket. A little frustrated. And it's a rebound for Williamsville. 15 seconds to go. 27-16. Taylorville will receive the ball after that errant pass. And turnover for Walters.
Termine went left, the pass went right.
14 seconds to go in this second quarter. Heimsness, 13 seconds, crossing timeline with 11 to go in the first half. Heimsness receives a Fleming screen. 7 seconds, pass to McCullough. Three-pointer. Won't go, 4 seconds. Williamsville collects the miss. 1 second, and that's the end of the first half. 27-16, Taylorville Tornadoes continuing their momentum from the Consolation Championship and the State Farm Holiday Classic in Bloomington. Again, 27-16 over Williamsville at halftime. You're listening to Taylorville Girls Basketball on WTIM, your information station.
Most people.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3.
You saved me.
Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Probably the biggest of your life. Huge decision. Who's my realtor? Easy answer.
Would you like me to scrub your back with my nifty little scrub brush? You would? Okay, how's this? Hey, you want me to scrub behind your ears? Oh, I see. You don't have any ears, do you? Well, how about your tummy? Scrub his little ducky tummy. Ooh, he's ticklish.
Our winner tonight, Bentley Heimsness.
Registration is now open at the Christian County YMCA for the Diabetes Management Program. The program is for anyone who has been determined as a pre-diabetic or has been diagnosed with diabetes. Registration fee is $25 for members and $50 for non-members. Call the YMCA at 217-287-7271 for more information. The Y, for youth development, for healthy living, for social responsibility.
Whatever temperatures this winter brings, your friendly and knowledgeable Bryant dealer is ready to help. Your dealer's committed to achieving a high level of training and skills and backed by outstanding products from one of the industry's most trusted names, Bryant. Whether you need a quick fix or an entirely new heating system, your local Bryant dealer will do whatever it takes for your family's comfort. Schedule an appointment today by calling Blakely Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, 824-4684, 824-4684. Bryant, whatever it takes. High school basketball means lots of action up and down the court. Shooting hoops and cheering on your favorite team. You and your family need the nutrition and protein that farmer-owned Prairie Farms dairy products provide. Prairie Farms milk, flavored milk, cottage cheese, yogurt dip, sour cream, and 100% Florida orange juice.
Regardless of where you are on your path to retirement, you can still take charge of your financial future today. Visit aceyourretirement.org and answer a few questions from Alvo, your friendly digital retirement coach, for free tips, resources, and advice customized for your situation to help you feel confident and prepared for retirement. Retirement looks different for everyone. Make sure you're prepared for your financial future at aceyourretirement.org.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight, both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back, because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
Up 11-8 at the end of the first quarter thanks to a last-second bucket from Williamsville. When the second quarter started, Taylorville really took off thanks to 6 points from Leah Champley, 3 from Kylie Hines, 3 from Aubrey Kitzman, and 2 from Olivia McCullough, and 2 from Madison Tarr to make it 16-8 in that second quarter run. And Taylorville already back out onto the court. I can't imagine that talk at halftime was too long, Avery Cooper.
It's like a light switch went off in between quarters, because the moment they huddled around and game planned a bit, they started shooting pretty well in the second quarter.
They were shooting much better in that second quarter, and you can be aggressive, but being aggressive to a point where you have a plan. It seemed like they were just being aggressive just to be aggressive in the first quarter. They weren't getting anywhere despite being aggressive. So once they had a little bit of a better game plan in mind in that second quarter, they were really able to channel that, get Leah Champley some passes, get her some looks, be able to get some transition points, and other than a few miscues, they've been really handling business out there. But give credit to Williamsville. They're not going away. This game could be, if Taylorville is shooting just a little bit better, this game would be a whole lot more lopsided than the way it is. As it sits, Taylorville only sits with an 11-point lead.
Taylorville, of course, with an 11-8 lead to end the first quarter. 16-8 outscoring Williamsville in the second quarter. 27-16 in that second quarter. Again, it's 27-16. Looking at some of the individual scoring totals, Taylorville with lots of, well, they're spreading the love around, let's put it that way. Addison Tarr with 6. Kylie Heimsless with 6 off a pair of 3-pointers. 6 for Leah Champley off the bench. A 3-pointer for Aubrey Kitzman. 2 for Olivia Woodward. And who else? We got 2 points for Fleming on a putback. And Olivia Woodward with a pair as well. Am I missing anyone for Taylorville? I don't think so.
No,
we're good.
Yeah.
Anyway, and you don't really care too much about Williamsville. There's nobody majorly that sticks out, but I will say Brittany Walters, the sophomore guard, is leading the Williamsville Bullets with 7 points.
They have her with 7. I have her with 6. I'm more inclined to trust her than me, but as it sits, there's the only discrepancy in the entire thing. So, all right, Avery, are you ready for today's trivia question?
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm really bad at trivia. Just to let you know.
That's kind of the whole point of doing this, especially because you just celebrated a birthday.
All right.
All right. Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
You turned what, 19?
Sure. We'll go with it.
This is this NBA team was named the Bullets. What team used to be known as the Bullets?
First name that comes to mind is Charlotte.
Okay. Is that what your final answer is?
Yes.
No, it's Washington. Washington Bullets. And I'm sure some older people that are listening on the radio are like, it was Washington, because that happened that long ago. But yes, the Washington Bullets changed their name to
it was the Bobcats, I was thinking. The Charlotte Bobcats.
Yes, the Washington Bullets changed their name.
Broadcast, make sure to click that subscribe button or hit that follow button to get notified every time we go live. The Tornadoes have had a great first half. Hopefully they can keep it up and secure a win for Taylorville.
Became the Bobcats, and the New Orleans got the Pelicans.
Does Michael Jordan still own Charlotte's team?
Yeah.
Still does?
Yep.
What a heck of a rebrand. Anyway, we could talk all day about marketing and all that stuff. 27-16, 1:25 to go until the start of the third quarter.
And Avery is 0 for 1 when it comes to trivia.
WTIM, your information station.
Most people understand the need for life insurance, but not many want to talk about why it's essential to your financial plan. It may seem intimidating, but it doesn't have to be. Don't get overwhelmed. Get started with Country Financial. Call me, Brandon Bible, today at 217-287-2332, and I can work with you to find life insurance that gives you the protection you need at a price you can afford.
Life insurance policies issued through Country Life Insurance Company and Country Investors Life Assurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
Woo! 27-16, Taylorville on top to start off the second half. They have the ball.
Fish gang in the way over here, man. I tell you what.
It's off to Tar, going right to left. Tar and the leather in both palms. Slings it a couple passes to find Himes along the left wing. Off to the right side. Kitzman working through traffic up, and she's pushed.
Good fake out. She did shift left and just got a little bit too much hand on hand.
Gitzman heading to the line for two.
Be Brianna Walters' first foul, team first of the quarter.
First trip to the line I'm seeing for Taylorville today, as she misses the first opportunity.
Well, only 3 fouls for the Bullets here in the first half.
7:46 to go. 3 dribbles, bends her knees, the right hand up, off the trigger, shot, and good. 1 for 2 trip for Aubrey. It's 28-16. Taylorville on top, defending that 12-point lead. Floater over the top of Heimsness. Does not fall for Termine. Heimsness collects the miss. Running up the floor. Two-handed dribble pass into Kitzman. Couldn't believe she's all alone, and she misses the layup angled left. Kitzman defending Walters. Driving right lane. A push. Whistle on Kitzman. No, it's going to go on Tar.
Okay. Sure. That'll be Tar's second, team first.
The left corner. Henriksen, three-pointer. Off the right iron. And apparently touched Kitzman on the way out. So Williamsville inbounds to the right of the bucket along the baseline. Passes outside to Walters. Two-pointer from 18. Rattles in and out. Tar grabs the miss and finds Kitzman. The left wing to Heimses. In stride to Kitzman, and nobody there along the right side, expecting Tar along the right lane, and it's a turnover for Taylorville.
For what it's worth, a lot of fans in the crowd thought it was on number 14 as well, Woodward.
Shot off to the left side. No shot. Henriksen drives instead. 2 passes off the skip. Walters drives, passes out to Brianna Walters, the freshman. And the free pointer, too long, and Henriksen picks it up in the corner. 6:34 to go in this third quarter. Turbine sharing it around the perimeter. And a travel.
Can we just talk about how similar both teams' uniforms are? Even the coaches are both wearing yellow shirts today.
Similar hue and everything.
I'm telling you, it's not fair.
Which one's brighter?
I think
Coach
Eldred's is
just slightly brighter. Kitzman down low. Fleming off the window. She says, that's what I'm talking about.
And nobody else does that. Fleming does that because of her height. She was just able to just reach above every other Williamsville player to be able to do that.
In stride, Brianna Walters. Shot up and in.
First points for
Brittany Walters, I beg your pardon.
first points for Bullets here in this third quarter.
And shot. Kitzman from the three-point area. It won't go. And then a foul on the rebound.
No, it did not. It hit the rope on the top of the basket,
Okay.
and that's what they call. And I was just about to give the refs kudos on that, because the boys refs don't call that often, and it needs to be called more.
Lulu provides the swipe. Finding Kitzman off to the left side to Heimses. The scoop off the back rim. Tar collects the miss. Won't go off the right iron. Angled left. Battle for the rebound. And now Williamsville collects it. Heimses pokes the pocket out. And Williamsville maintains possession. Heimses everywhere. Tar pokes it out along the midcourt area. The scoring table is the spot where they'll inbound. 5:10 to go in the third quarter.
Hymes just knocked that ball out right into the hands of another Bullet. She couldn't believe it.
Driving left side, off the right side, bracketed and out. Tar grabs the rebound on the way down.
With authority, too.
Tar double teamed, tied up. The whistle on Brianna Walters.
Walters couldn't believe it, but you could hear that slap from over here. Probably heard it over the air.
Kitzman
While you were
inbounding
listening.
to the left of broadcast position. 4:51 to go in the third.
Walters second, team second.
30-18. Kitzman inbounds into the backcourt. Heimses crosses the timeline. Finds Lulu, right wing, pump fakes a pass down low, pump fakes it again. Glides right, now glides into the center and the pocket picked. Brittany Walters had her paws all over it. And now Roberts pivots. Finds Hendrickson top of the key. To Walters left side. To Brianna Walters. And it's a little long from 12 feet along the left baseline. A rebound goes to Taylorville and tied up before crossing the timeline. And so Taylorville inbounds with 4:25 to go in the third quarter with a 30-18 lead, 12-point advantage.
Well, Naomi Roberts is going to pick up a foul there, but simply because Roberts ran out of real estate and had nowhere to go. Literally just fell right over Aubrey.
Heimses crosses the half-court stripe, 4:20 to go in the third quarter. Receives a Kitzman or a Tar screen. Tar ball poked out, and a travel stays with Taylorville.
Oh my goodness.
Ball ripped right out of the hands of Addison Tar on her jump shot, but then fell right to the floor, and it's a turnover. Taylorville maintains possession after all that, nearly halfway through the third. Floating it in to Fleming. Shot too high off the window. Little frustrated because she thought she had that the whole way. Nobody in front of her. And it'll head over to Williamsville with 4:11 to go in the third quarter.
Taylorville's just struggling right now, and they just can't seem to catch a break as Addison. They're going to give Addison Tar her third foul here.
30-18. That's not what you want to see.
No, but you would argue that at least one of those fouls shouldn't have been on her.
Halfway through the third quarter, it's 3-2 Taylorville. No, this is not baseball. Roberts, back outside left wing, three, good.
Can it be baseball yet, though?
It could be. I wouldn't mind a little bit of baseball. Second three-pointer of the game for Noonan. 3:44 to go, 30-21, a single point deficit now for Williamsville, and a timeout. Coach Hayden Eldred takes a full timeout, and you'll take it with them. 3:41 to go. Taylorville with a 30-21 lead here on WTIM, your information station.
Memorial Health would like to talk to you about a career in healthcare. Now through the end of January, Memorial is hosting a series of hiring events for multiple departments. Come learn about our available positions, as well as some of the biggest hiring incentives we've ever offered, like limited time hiring bonuses for RNs and PCTs.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Since 1854.
Trustful Wealth Management Services, not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not insured by any federal government agency, not guaranteed by the bank, may go down in value.
Kitzman inbounds to Heimses at midcourt. 3.5 to go in the third quarter. Out there with McCullough, Fleming, Champley, McCullough, right corner 3 off the pass from Heimses. Too long. Poked out of bounds by Williamsville. Last touching it, Roberts.
Taylorville's just seemed a little bit slow here tonight. You haven't seen the typical Taylorville fire. But first game coming off the Constellation Championship and first game back at home since before Christmas.
Heimses receives a left wing pass from Champley. Now back to the right corner. And a whistle along the left side, along the baseline official. Did you see what happened?
Just traveled. Slid forward on her foot.
3:15 to go. And they called the travel off the pass almost. 3:08 to go in the third, 30-21. Taylorville defending the lead.
Oh,
a push.
Another loud foul.
Champley in the area. They do tag it on Champley, her third.
And if Taylorville's had a weak spot tonight, it hasn't been points, which we could talk about at great length. It's been the foul trouble. Both Tar and Champley have 3 each.
3 minutes to go, and the three-pointer, it's short. Offensive rebound, blocked. Fleming with the rejection and the rebound.
They tried taking the ball from her. That was cute.
2:50 to go. Kitzman back outside to Heimses to the right side. McCullough back to Heimses. Far sideline to the top of the key. Kitzman dribbles left lane. The handed scoop won't go off the rebound, off the rejection by Miller, rather. 2:37 to go in the third.
And that's so tough. A lot of times on those layups, when you get traffic, you want to have a tendency to give up. But Kitzman pushed through it. She got rewarded.
Fleming receives the pass from Heimses on the inbound and floats it in from about 8 feet away. And the jumper falls for Maisie Fleming. Gets back to a double-digit lead, 32-21.
Quiet quarter for Taylorville, but they're still holding on.
Shot from 2, left baseline, doesn't fall for Roberts. And Taylorville grabs the rebound. Taylorville must get it across in 10 seconds. They gotta go. Heimses breaks the timeline. Off to the right corner. McCullough thought about a 3. Diverts to Heimses to left wing. Kitzman 3. That one falls.
You cannot leave Aubrey Kitzman that alone out there on the court. She'll make you pay almost all the time.
Her second triple of the game. 35-21. Taylorville with a 14-point lead. 1:49 to go in the third. Poked out of bounds. McCullough retrieves it in front of the scoring table. Jesse Wright and Lulu Woodward check back into the game for Heimses and Fleming.
Taylorville on a little bit of a run here. We'll see if they can build on this at all. 1:46 left in the quarter.
Termine into the corner. Now back into the low post to Termine. Right guarding Termine over the top of Wright. Termine's back iron shot collected into the hands of Henriksen. She punches out of bounds and apparently touches a tornado. 1:35 to go in the third quarter.
Okay. They're way closer than we are, though.
Roberts inbounds to Brittany Walters. Two-handed pass. Henriksen back to Walters. Dribbles to the right wing, to the left wing, to Henriksen. Diverting traffic. Picks up her dribble. Pivots, double team. Timeout, 30-second timeout. You'll keep it right here.
And Taylorville's defense. Let's talk about Taylorville's defense here for a second. You're playing Williamsville, excuse me. But you've only allowed 21 points. And for this Taylorville team, the defense has really been what's kept Taylorville in this game. They've been fantastic.
5 points this third quarter.
Yeah.
And that it doesn't matter how you're shooting. If you can limit your opponent to 5 points in a quarter, 8 points in the first 2 quarters, single-digit points.
They have been smothering on defense, and it's absolutely thrown Williamsville off the bullets. Just have not really known what to do really well with it. A lot of that came from pressure in that first quarter of just saying, look, we're going to be all over you. You better get used to it quick. And for the most part, Taylorville's really ridden off that defense here, Avery.
1:18 to go in the third quarter. 35-21. Taylorville on top. It's Champley, McCullough, Kitzman, Wright, and Woodward. Defending off the runner. Dead center. Too strong. Hits the backboard and falls into the hand of Leah Champley. To Kitzman. Minute 3 to go in the third. Kinsman works to the corner, dribbles behind the back with the left wing off to Woodward. Dirty move on the behind the back dribble. Off to Jesse Wright in the corner. Kinsman provides the screen. Wright picks up her dribble, pass to Woodward. At the top of the key off the left wing, Woodward, Wright thought about a three. Mishandled the dribble. Instead, she drives the left lane into right hand up and in from dead center. Balls for Jesse Wright. 37-21. Taylorville on top with 39 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Wright's first points come off a beautiful floater on the layup.
What a drive for Jesse Wright.
Yeah.
Only took 2 opportunities to get her first bucket. Woodward scoops it off the floor off the Champley steal. Woodward to Kinsman to right, angled left. She's hacked from behind and heads to the line for 2 on the miss.
Wright's been absolutely fantastic here in this, coming off the bench. He's really given a little bit of a spark to the Taylorville Tornadoes here in this third quarter.
Roberts with the whistle, her second. Rattles in and out for Jesse Wright. First trip to the line for Wright. 21 seconds to go in this third quarter.
Olesov checks in for Brittany Walters.
Second shot rainbows in for Jesse Wright. 17 seconds to go. Williamsville with the possession. Henriksen into the left elbow. She finds Olesov off to the left wing. Now to Henriksen, left baseline, skips off to the right corner to Miller. Miller off to the right wing to Roberts. Her three-pointer doesn't go. It's a little too long and collected by Taylorville at the buzzer. And that's the end of the third quarter. 38-21, Tornadoes on top of the Williamsville Bullets in non-conference action here at Dolph Stanley Court. Live on WTIM, your information station.
Hi, this is Jeff Robinson with Advanced Title Group Incorporated in Taylorville. We are Christian County's only locally owned title company with over 100 years of title experience in our office.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years and I got my third child who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
Quarter within a second of the beginning, and there she steals away. 6 seconds away. And now Heimses, layup coast to coast, makes her dent in this fourth quarter, and Heimses with 8 on the night.
Okay, Heimses ran into her and gritted her teeth because she thought a foul was going to be called. Realized there wasn't and just knocked the ball out, took off of it.
7:35 to go in the fourth quarter, 40-21. A travel. You cannot pass the ball to yourself, Termine.
No, but we've seen it tried quite a few times this year already. For
More
some reason,
usual.
this year has been a big year for it.
25 to go. Heimses spins left, dribbling the lane, jump pass down low, leaving Fleming all alone, and she dances it in off the front iron and in. And Fleming has another bucket. She has 8.
It's been a little bit of a run here for Taylorville. They're on the 11-point run.
Heimses almost draws the foul. Pass deflected into the corner. Olesov could not collect it, and it's out of bounds.
Taylorville starting to pull away here in this game.
42-21, 7:07 to go in the fourth quarter.
Took them a little bit, but I think the Bullets are just getting worn down here, Avery.
More depth, more depth. Tar dribbles the right lane down the middle, and her shot won't go. Fleming puts it back with Roberts on her behind. And Fleming just says, I'll just take care of that. And it's 44-21, 6:44 to go in this fourth quarter.
She's got 10 points.
We're in double digits, and she is probably flirting with a double-double if she hasn't entered that category already. Right wing. Termine, 3, short. Put back. Olisov, also short. Olisov fighting with Tar for the rebound. Tar grabs the miss, and the foul against Williamsville. 6:27 to go in the fourth quarter. 44-21, Taylorville.
Foul's going to be on Elise Olisov, her first, team 5th. So 6:27 left here. Taylorville sitting on with a 13-point lead, but more importantly, they're on a pretty big run. They're on a 12 or 13-point run right now.
It's Olisov, not Olisov.
Yeah, that Russian.
Heimsness 3, short.
Long 3.
Scooped up Noonan. 6:10 to go in this fourth quarter.
We're teaching Avery Russian today, ladies and gentlemen.
Walters to Brianna Walters. Poked out of bounds. Stays with Williamsville. 6:05 to go in the fourth quarter. You know, you inspired me, Leroy.
Did I?
I have a 28-day Spanish streak on Duolingo.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm on a 99-day for Russian.
You know what? Get that 100-day. Have you done your one?
I haven't done it yet today. I
do
usually
it
do
right
it
now.
Right now. We're in the middle of the game. Oh, airball bad.
The long 2-pointer can't find the rim, and it's out of bounds. I want to hear the accomplishment in your voice when you have reached a 100-day streak on Duolingo. 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 44-21. Taylorville with the ball. Himes is off the Tar screen into the corner. Back to Tar.
I don't know how much I'm actually learning, but I'm quite enjoying it.
You know what? I kind of understand what you mean by that. Woodward to Heimsness outside into the left corner. McCullough 3 rolls it off the near iron. Fleming grabs the miss. See why I think she's above 10 rebounds? Heimsness off to the top of the key, dribbles to the baseline, jump pass. Fleming connects on the perimeter. High pass for Lulu. She finds along the left elbow, skips it outside to the top of the perimeter for Tar, who jumps from the left elbow, and her shot doesn't fall, and it's scooped up by Brittany Walters.
That was a lot of work there for nothing to show for it. McCullough was wide open on the left side, but I don't think anybody saw her over there.
One dribble, Noonan picks it up. Bounce pass along the right elbow, and a jump. Possession arrow heading to Taylorville. They'll take over with 5:04 to go in the fourth.
Couple check-ins. Leah Champlin, Aubrey Kitzman check in for Addison Tar and Lulu. Oh, and Holly Lois also checks in. She will check in for Olivia McCullough.
5:04 to go in the fourth quarter. 44-21. Taylorville on top, draining a little bit of clock. Himes just asks for a couple screens, takes the one from Champlin along the left side, and poked out of bounds off of Heimsness' shin. And we'll head over to Williamsville with 4:52 to go in the fourth quarter. 44-21, Taylorville on top.
Bullets desperately need a score here. They've been quiet for too long.
Maribel to Brianna Walters, back to Maribel. Right wing, off to the left wing to Noonan. Down low to Maribel, and it's stolen away. Long pass to Himes. This shot up, and she's fouled from behind pretty hard.
Might have been a little bit there, but we'll take it anyway as Himes gets up, and we'll go to the line and get a good cheer from the crowd. She is one of the hardest workers on this Taylorville team, and while she doesn't have a whole lot to show for it today, it's more of an anomaly, and she still has 6 points.
Shot up, and it falls.
That foul, by the way, on Tori Zobis, her first, team 6. The next foul will put Taylorville in the bonus.
Spin of the ball in her right hand. 2 for 2, and Himes enters double digits. 4:28 to go in the fourth quarter. Champlin off the steal. Himes in transition, slows it down, backs into her defender. Finding a lowest 3 off the top of the key, and it's front iron. Ripped away by Jessie Wright on the rebound. She pivots, twists left, rebound off the bank, layup and in.
Another steal.
Another steal, and puts it back again. This time it's Himes, and she has 12. It's 50-21 halfway through the fourth quarter.
Again, Williamsville still has yet to score in this quarter. At one point, this game was 32-21.
Long time ago.
32-21. It's now 50-21.
It's a 20-point run. Oh, my. Off to the right side. Noonan. The top of the key. Walters. Hands off to Komet. Down low. Zobus. Tori Zobus, the first look for the freshman. Reinforcements in for Williamsville. 3.5 to go in the fourth quarter. And reinforcements also in for Taylorville. Right, dribbles left baseline.
Yeah.
She travels.
Chakowski got it to right over on the left-hand side, and she moved her pivot foot before she took off.
Chakowski, the 5'6 junior, her first minutes of the game. McCullough out there, and she does a great job of heading the squad. She takes a lot of pride as a senior in training the next generation of Tornadoes. That one off of her own teammate into the hands of Chakowski. The shot angled left, won't go. Put back opportunity for Champley. She twists left and she won't hit the shot, but she draws the foul and heads to the line for two.
You almost feel bad. Went off Zobus' shoulder/head right into the hands of Leah Champley, who came down and was able to drive and get fouled on her way up. By the way, that was her 7th foul. That foul was on McKenna Dasher, her first team 7th.
7 points for Champley off the first made three for her on the evening. 3:03 to go in the fourth quarter. Champley spins the ball, dribbles once, bends her knees, the right hand up and off the left eye. Right collects the miss. Puts it up. Right. Off to Champley. Spins right. And she's fouled on the shot from 6 feet away. Running clock in effect. 51-21. Off the last time that she went to the free throw line and hit one of two.
Well, I think Taylorville caught a break. I think she was out of bounds there on the bottom of the perimeter. But we'll take it as she goes to the line to shoot.
Right hand up. Off the front iron for Champley.
Olesov second, team 8th.
Well, Taylorville certainly found something here in this fourth quarter. Right hand up and in. What do you think it made the difference overall here tonight as Wright steals it away from Williamsville?
Again, I think just the wear down factor of Taylorville was just too much for the Bullets. We've seen it happen quite a bit with non-conference teams. They play well in the first half as McCullough hits a huge three. They play really well in the first half and then just kind of fade away in the second.
Minute 52 to go in the fourth quarter. Just can't keep up with the depth, talent, and athleticism of Taylorville as Champley swats it out of bounds along the far sideline.
One of our keys to the game was everybody getting involved. Look at how many people got involved in this game, Avery.
Just about everyone except for a couple, but everyone played. That's a big part too. Shot up, rattles in and out for Zobus. Put back, won't go for Dasher. And here comes Wright, running up the floor, 80 seconds to go. Again, running clock in effect as the ball out of bounds along the far sideline. They'll inbound this again with about 1:05 to go in the fourth quarter.
Again, I just want to remind you that at one point the score in this game was 32-21.
Inbound Chakowski to Lois. Back to Chakowski, outside, 58 seconds. To Lois, to right, top of the key, two-handed pass to McCullough, right corner. Thought about floating it down low for Champley. This time they find Champley along the left baseline. Dribbles, backs into her defender, now finds Chakowski. To Lois, top of the key, off to the right wing to McCullough. Into the corner, now back out to right along the wing. The top of the key to Chakowski, left wing to Lois, 34 seconds. One dribble, skips past top of the key. McCullough thought about the three. Diverts off to right in the corner. She's grabbed, no foul. Lois, 24 seconds. They're just letting the clock run out.
Yeah, that's all that is.
Lois off the Champley to McCullough, 15 seconds. Taylorville will improve to 14-4 on the season, dropping Williamsville to 6-9 on the year. 5, 4, 3, 2. Chakowski to right, holding it on, and Taylorville wins.
Not just wins, dominates in that fourth quarter. They shut out They shut them out. No points scored for Williamsville in that fourth quarter, and only 5 points in the entire second half.
55-21 your final score. Back with the postgame show. Totals and more. 55-21 again your final score. Tornadoes first to 14-4. Postgame show action next here on WTIN North Station.
Chief Lending Officer at First National Bank in Taylorville. The First National Bank in Taylorville has over 60 years of service in agriculture. We have a relationship with our farm customers, providing them credit for inputs, equipment, and real estate.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight, both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back, because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are, they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Farm Holiday Classic in Bloomington. What'd you think of the effort here tonight?
Oh, the second half was good.
Yeah.
First half.
Wait a minute there. What'd you think of the first half?
First half is all right. We were a little flat, but that's my fault. I gave them 3 days off over the weekend, so that's going to happen. But no, they came back through, and we found it. It's sometimes it's hard to first home game in a while and get back into the rhythm of things. We didn't have school. Again, they're not used to not going to school, so sitting around all day. Sometimes that has a lot of things to do with it. And, but no, we came around. I think we allowed 5 points the second half, so that's good.
Shut them out in the fourth quarter too. I mean, you'll take that any day.
That'd be our second fourth quarter shutout.
Really?
In a row. Yeah, we in the consolation championship, same thing.
Yeah, playing non-con. Yeah. Challenges for non-conference teams. For listeners.
We don't. Sometimes you don't know what they have too much. I mean, everything's online now, but you can kind of get an idea of what they've got. So just being, able to prepare for that, we just kind of focused on our things yesterday, and they ran 2-3 zones. Sometimes seeing that for the first time in a while can kind of get you stagnant a little bit, and so that's kind of why we got off to a slow start. But we got our rhythm.
Looking at their scoring, it's 8 points in the first, 8 points in the second, 5 in the third, 0 in the fourth. Just seems like you're kind of grinding the stone down and making progress throughout. What do you think ultimately separated these teams tonight?
Well, I mean, we had the size advantage. We took advantage of that late there. Maisie had some really good, nice boards and putbacks, started putting the ball in the hoop. our ball pressure, we got some good athletes with long arms and ball pressure, so that helped a lot there at the end.
Speaking of non-conference, you have a matchup against Glenwood. What do you think about, or have you had a chance to take a look at them yet? Or
yeah, I mean, it's going to be a good game.
Yeah.
Glenwood's always got a solid team, and we'll start preparing this week for that.
Yeah, what do you, well, you know what, let's go ahead.
Yeah, let's go ahead and hand it over to Mason.
All right, let's do that. She's been working hard. You know how many rebounds you had? You know how many rebounds you had?
12.
12, and you had 10 points. That's a double. That's a certified double-double. Forgive me. Have you had one this year?
I don't know.
No, yeah, maybe. Okay. Well, anyway, feels good to finally get some of those shots to fall,
Yeah.
especially towards the second half. What do you feel like you started to see working for yourself and for the rest of the team as the second half went on?
I think the first half we definitely came out a little bit flat and a little bit slow, and a lot of us didn't have our shots really falling, but I think the second half, like, all of us kind of came out with a little bit more energy, and I think the different offenses we ran in the second half too really helped me get open and get those easy buckets.
Let's take you back to the State Farm Holiday Classic. I think we could say it's safe to say you ran into a bit of a buzzsaw in that first matchup, 63-40, but then from there, you guys ran through the rest of the tournament. I mean, that must have felt pretty good, that going there for the first time as a program in however many years, and for your first trip, and then you come away with the Constellation Championship. What can you say about it?
Yeah, that tournament, it was a lot of fun, and yeah, that first game was a little bit rough, but I think after that we knew we could win our way out of it, and we just played really hard and continued to work on the things that we needed to and everything like that. So yeah, it was a really fun tournament.
I mentioned Glenwood to Coach, and you nodded your head. What stands out to you about Glenwood?
Glenwood, we watched them a couple times, and I think they're solid, but I think it's definitely a winnable game, so I'm looking forward to that.
All right. Well, anything else that you want to add before you go? Anybody you want to shout out?
No, I think I'm good.
Leroy looks like he has something he wants. Defensive efforts tonight.
You guys were fantastic at being able to shut them down defensively. We get the mic. Being able to shut them down defensively was really, really important because of how flat the shooting really was. What can you say about your guys' defensive efforts of being able to hold them to 5 points in the entire second half?
I think our defense definitely improved in the second half, and just going from like man to 1-2-2, we finally figured it out, and rotating over and just stuff like that. I think it was definitely a lot better in that second half.
All right, well, Maisie, I'm going to let you get back to it. Great job. 10 points, 12 rebounds, double-double. Good job.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, and thank you so much for joining us here this evening, and congratulations on a 55-21 win. Leroy, final thoughts here as you get ready to send the listeners off into the evening.
We got a big game on Friday night. Taylorville boys heading on the road to Friday night. Don't forget to tune in for that. For your Taylorville girls, their next game is, of course, as Avery said a little bit earlier, January 7th for the Varsity versus Glenwood shootout. Taylorville really, really used their defense tonight, Avery, to be able to really overcome some shooting deficiencies. And by the time Williamsville knew what happened, it was way too late. And it really, really became a game of being able to shut them down until their offense could take over. And their offense really took over in that fourth quarter, really dominating.
Let's pause just a moment. 10 seconds, station identification. I know, little awkward. You're listening to WTIM.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W241 CF Taylorville, 107.5 W298 CD Shelbyville, 107.9 W300 EH Payne and Nokomis.
Yeah. I neglected my job here tonight. I did not thank Scooters Coffee or Christian County Senior Citizen Center. Thank you guys so much for everything you do, and also a big thank you to Brandon Bible Country Financial, your country financial representative, who sponsors the player of the game, Leroy. Who's your player of the game?
We had a few options tonight. We really did. Leah Champley had a fantastic game. Aubrey Kitzman, of course, always dangerous, and Addison Tarr and Kylie Himes is too. But Maisie Fleming is our Brandon Bible Country Financial player of the game. 10 points, 12 rebounds, and really was a dominant force in the paint to be able to stop a lot of those second chance points from the Bullets here tonight. So Maisie Fleming's big play has given her the Brandon Bible Country Financial player of the game. She was fantastic tonight, and we're looking forward to more things from her to come here in the future as she continues to dominate and pick up wins here in the Apollo Conference and beyond.
Look at those putbacks. What a great effort for Maisie Fleming here tonight.
She was amazing.
Again, 55-21, your final score, 12 rebounds, 10 points for the sophomore Fleming, standing at 6'4". All right, again, the shootout this weekend. First big matchup, 6:45, tip-off 7 o'clock for WTIM for the Taylorville boys. As then the Taylorville boys again, starting at about 1 o'clock. Leroy will have that one for you. And then Taylorville girls to follow, all here in Taylorville. Final thoughts here, Leroy.
Just another big win for Taylorville, who really is starting to rack them up. And again, if you want this Taylorville team to get hot, now is the time to get them hot as they get ready for some big conference, or non-conference matchups before they head back to conference play here in just a little bit.
Improving to 14-4. Again, the final score, it's 55-21 for the last time, sending Williamsville to 6-8. Again, Taylorville playing against Glenwood out of Chatham. They're making their way for the shootout. This weekend for the Taylorville girls, 4:45. I'll actually give that 4:15 with tip-off at 4:30 here on WTIM, shortly following the Taylorville boys shootout game. For Leroy Claymola, I'm Avery Cooper, thanking you so much. Also, a huge shout-out to Tommy TV. You guys did a great job. Thank you so much once again. You guys are awesome and did a fantastic job with the production. Just keeps getting better and better for Tommy TV. For them, I'm Avery Cooper, thanking you for listening to Taylorville girls basketball in a 55-21 win on this Tuesday evening. You're on WTIM, your information station.
Taylorville Tornado Sports on the Big 8.